Hello, my name is Jay Poole. In the last video we talked about document scan settings, and in this video we're going to talk about the different outputs. So out of the box they have a scan to folder function, a scan to printer, a scan to email, and a scan to application. So I'll kind of start with this one to begin with. So scan to folder is what's used most. So start off, I'm just going to create a folder over here on the desktop, call it scans. So then I can hit the little pencil and go into this. It's got my saved to folder here. This is where I could change that function of it if I wanted to do something different. But then file name, so I can have it kind of do a standard file name on date. You know, I can add counters, digits, all that kind of stuff. Or I could say image, and so now it's going to be image date. So I can kind of play around with the file name a little bit of what I want the standard file name to be. This is where I can pick the different file types I want. So JPEG, TIFF, PowerPoint, all kinds of different styles there. And I can go in here to this details, and I can say create a file for every 2 pages. I can make sure it's a PDF-A, add OCR, all kinds of different options. But I usually want to save all pages as one file. And then this is where you're going to tell where you want it to go. So I'm going to browse out to that scans folder. So now it's pointing to that scans folder. And you do have some detailed settings where if maybe they don't have access to that folder, you can put the credentials in. But let's go here to name. Let's call this desktop scans and close. So now I have that there. The next one, attached to email, you don't need to do any configuring for this one unless you want to change the file type or the file name. So it's got a maximum attached length of 5 megabytes. I can up that to 99 if that's all right. And like I said, you can turn off those little messages. And this only works with Outlook. So you have to have Outlook on the computer, but it'll scan and attach that right to an Outlook email for you. So that's all the setup for scan to email. The printer. So this is if I want to scan on my scanner and have it print out at a local printer next to me. Maybe it doesn't have a dock feed or something on it. So the only really setting here is just going in here and selecting your printer. So you can select the printer you want. You have a couple options based on which one you select. So hit OK, and we can name it. You can name it HB printer if you wanted to. That way they kind of know what it is. Send to application. This isn't used much, but if you had certain applications that it's able to send to, you're able to browse out to that executable and save it, and then also have it open right in that program. So you could have it open with Adobe as soon as it's over if you need to make edits, different things like that. So pretty neat little function there. And you have the same name and file type selection as well. You can have multiple outputs, so I can do a drop down. I can do a drop down and pick the one I need, but if you don't use them, I usually right click and delete them to keep it kind of clean. So this is how I select my outputs. So if I'm ready to do a scan, I can select right here the type of scan I want to do, where I want it to go, and then I can hit my green button. And that's how you set up the different output queues for a scanner. Next we'll go into how to do a shortcut.